They say some dreams are warnings, but what if the warning looks like love? I wasn't the type who believed in strange things. I loved mornings, laughter, music, the smell of coffee in a crowded cafe. My life was ordinary until the dreams started. Every night, for 3 weeks, I saw the same man, tall, calm, always standing at a distance, sometimes near the ocean, sometimes in a park filled with colorful lights. He never spoke. He just smiled, like he knew me. At first, I thought it was just coincidence. Maybe I'd seen him somewhere before. But then, I started seeing him when I was awake. The first time was at a street festival. People laughing, music playing, balloons floating in the air. I was with my friends, taking pictures, when I looked across the crowd, and there he was. The same man from my dreams. He raised his hand slightly, not a wave, more like a silent hello. My friend Chloe laughed. "Who are you staring at?" I blinked, looked back, and he was gone. That night, the dream came again. Only this time, he spoke. "You shouldn't have looked for me." I woke up sweating. My phone screen flashed. 3:03 a.m. Over the next few days, everything around me felt brighter, almost too bright. The sky looked painted, the colors too vivid. But I couldn't shake the feeling that someone was watching me. One afternoon, I sat in a busy cafe, sunlight pouring through the glass, people laughing around me, and then the doorbell chimed. I looked up. It was him. He walked in like he belonged there, ordered black coffee, and sat 2 tables away. I couldn't move. My heart raced. I didn't know whether to run or ask him who he was. He looked at me, smiled again. Same gentle smile, same eyes I'd seen every night. I whispered to myself, "This isn't real." But when I blinked, his cup was still steaming on the table. He was gone again. That night, I couldn't sleep. The city outside felt alive. Cars moving, laughter echoing from a distance. But I stayed in bed, staring at the ceiling. And then, the dream began again. This time, we were standing in a field of white flowers. He reached out his hand and said, "You promised to find me." My voice trembled. "Who are you?" He stepped closer, eyes full of sadness. "I'm the reason you survived that accident." I froze. Accident? I hadn't told anyone about it. The crash 2 years ago, the one where my car skidded off the highway at night. Everyone thought I was lucky. I thought it was just fate. But in that dream, he said he pulled me out before the car exploded. When I woke up, my body felt cold. I looked at the clock. 3:03 a.m. again. The next morning, I went back to the cafe, hoping to see him. The barista smiled when I ordered. Then she said something that made my stomach twist. "Oh, you're back. The man you were with last time left his scarf. I kept it for you." My fingers shook as she handed me a gray scarf. It smelled faintly of salt, like the ocean from my dreams. For days, I carried that scarf everywhere. People noticed I was distracted. At work, I kept staring at reflections, half expecting to see him. Then one evening, my phone buzzed. An unknown number. When I answered, no one spoke. Just ocean waves. Soft, endless waves. I whispered, "Who is this?" And a voice said, "Look outside." I ran to the window, down the street, under the yellow streetlight. He was standing there. Same calm expression, same gray scarf. But the scarf was still in my hand. I dropped it and ran downstairs. When I reached the street, he was gone. Only the faint smell of the ocean lingered in the air. I looked around. The city lights flickered like fireflies, people laughing near a food truck, music echoing in the distance. Everything looked so alive, but I felt like I was between two worlds. That night, I didn't dream. Instead, I woke to a message on my phone. "You can let me go now." No number, no name, just that line. I whispered, "Let you go?" The next morning, I visited the beach, the one I always avoided since the accident. The sunrise painted everything gold. Children playing, people flying kites, waves breaking softly. It was bright, colorful, alive. But I stood there with tears in my eyes. I walked closer to the water and placed the scarf down on the sand. The wind lifted it slightly, then carried it away into the sea. And for the first time in months, I felt peace. I whispered, "Thank you, whoever you are." The breeze brushed my face, warm, familiar, and for a moment, I thought I heard his voice, faint and loving. I was never gone. I just wanted you to live again. I smiled, turned around. The world looked beautiful again. Bright colors, people laughing, the smell of food in the air. Everything I'd once stopped noticing. Sometimes, love doesn't come to stay. Sometimes, it comes to save you. And if you ever feel a presence when you dream, maybe, just maybe, it's someone reminding you that you're still meant to live. Thank you for listening. If this story touched your heart, don't scroll yet. Follow for more life mysteries told just like this. Because somewhere between love and mystery, there's always a story waiting to be told.